Welcome to an in-depth look at the safety performance of the 2024 Honda CR-V, tested by the renowned Euro NCAP. In this video, we'll explore how this popular SUV performs across four critical categories: adult occupant protection, child occupant protection, vulnerable road users, and safety assist systems. We'll break down each test with exclusive footage and key insights from Euro NCAP, highlighting how the CR-V stands up to real-world scenarios. Stay tuned as we dive into the details and reveal what makes this SUV a standout or where it could improve. Let's get started. Adult occupant. The passenger compartment of the CR-V remained stable in the frontal offset test. Dummy numbers showed good protection of the knees and femurs of both the driver and passenger. Honda showed that a similar level of protection would be provided to occupants of different sizes and to those sitting in different positions. Protection was good for all critical body areas of the passenger and good or adequate for the driver. Analysis of the deceleration of the impact trolley during the test and of the deformable barrier after the test revealed that the CR-V would be a moderately benign impact partner in a frontal collision. In the full-width rigid barrier test, protection of all critical body areas was good for the driver and good or adequate for the rear passenger. In both the side barrier test and the more severe side pole impact, dummy readings indicated good protection of all critical body areas, and the CR-V scored maximum points in this part of the assessment. Control of excursion, the extent to which a body is thrown to the other side of the vehicle when it is hit from the far side, was adequate. The CR-V has a center airbag mounted on the driver's seat to mitigate against occupant-to-occupant injuries in such impacts. Dummy numbers were good in Euro NCAP's test, with equal protection to the front driver and passenger. However, a penalty was applied because analysis showed that the front seat occupants' heads could sometimes get very close to contacting one another. Tests on the front seats and head restraints demonstrated good protection against whiplash injuries in the event of a rear-end collision. A geometric analysis of the rear seats also indicated good whiplash protection. The CR-V has an advanced e-call system which alerts the emergency services in the event of a crash. The car also has a system which applies the brakes after an impact to avoid secondary collisions. Honda demonstrated that if the car entered water, the doors, if locked, could be opened within 2 minutes of power being lost, but not that. Electric windows would remain functional long enough to allow occupants to escape. Child occupant. In both the frontal offset and side barrier tests, good protection was provided to all critical body areas for both child dummies, and the Honda CR-V scored maximum points in this part of the assessment. The front passenger airbag can be disabled to allow a rearward-facing child restraint to be used in that seating position. Clear information is provided to the driver regarding the status of the airbag, and the system was rewarded. The CR-V is equipped with child presence detection, a system which issues a warning when it recognizes that a child or infant has been left in the car. All of the child restraint types for which the CR-V is designed could be properly installed and accommodated in the car. Vulnerable road users. Protection of the head of a struck pedestrian or cyclist was predominantly good or adequate, with poor results recorded only on the stiff windscreen pillars. Protection of the pelvis was mixed, while that of the femur and of the knee and tibia was good across the whole width of the car. The autonomous emergency braking AB system of the Honda can respond to vulnerable road users as well as to other vehicles. Honda Sensing 360, an optional safety pack featuring multi-radar and camera fusion, performs better than the standard single radar system. In tests of its reaction to pedestrians, performance was adequate and was good when tested in cyclist scenarios. Similarly, the AB system performed well in all tests of its response to motorcyclists, and the lane support function also performed adequately in this regard. Safety assist. Overall, when fitted with the optional Honda Sensing 360 pack, the autonomous emergency braking AB system of the Honda CR-V performed well in tests of its reaction to other vehicles, including in the head-on test scenarios. In Euro NCAP's tests, collisions were avoided in almost all scenarios. A seatbelt reminder system is fitted as standard to the front and rear seats, but the driver's status monitoring system did not score highly, detecting only driver fatigue, not distraction. The lane support system gently corrects the vehicle's path if it is drifting out of lane and also intervenes in some more critical situations. Honda Sensing 360 adds blind spot monitoring to the functionality of the base system. The speed assistance system identifies the local speed limit, and the driver can choose to allow the limiter to be set automatically by the system.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to World Cars channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. See you in the next one.
World Car.